Hello, internet. Hello, world.
Oh gosh. Hi. We're here to do our weekly review.
We are, and I am so much more ready this week than the last 2 weeks
I
combined.
am so excited to hear that.
Yes. How about you?
I didn't get a chance to do my other catch-up things because I actually had a lot of meetings today. And when I
Yeah.
didn't have meetings,
Yeah.
um, there's a baby staying here.
There is.
Very distracting.
Yes. Can confirm, baby. Very distracting.
Okay. I have late breaking news. I just got a
What?
notification from FedEx.
Oh.
I have been waiting very impatiently for my new MacBook Pro.
It has constituted at least two, possibly three whole Skywalkers.
Yeah, which is a unit of complaining.
Yes.
The app still says pending. Fight me. Gosh. So you have a date. Anyway. Okay, time to go to Do Not Disturb. Maybe I have something exciting to say, but no, it just says pending. Like a jerk.
The alarm that goes off. Everything's okay.
Yeah. I have like within this isn't even going out to FedEx. Within the Apple Store app, I have 2 incompatible ship dates.
Boy.
Yeah. Mutually exclusive shipping dates.
Never a good thing. Never.
I understand the world's falling apart, but could it not impact me on this particular product? That'd be great.
Yes.
So we're here to do our weekly review. We have some programming notes in that I won't be available for 2 weeks straight.
Yes.
So the 29th and the 6th, I will not be available. And since it's my channel, that means there won't really be a public one.
Yeah.
So that's, and part of it is I'm on a trip, and the other part is I can't really reschedule because I'm going to be on a trip after that. So yeah.
Yep.
So that's where we are. So it'll be the 29th of November and the 6th of December. We're going to do our best to have reviews up until that, and hopefully like rock everything. If somebody has not done this with ADHD, we walked our guild members this morning for our weekly or monthly education hour through holidays expectations overview. So you can't be walked through it because this is for guild members, but like if that's not a thing that you've done, like that's a thing we need to stop and plan. So PSA, if you like me, once relied on 2-day shipping from Amazon, that doesn't exist, and especially doesn't exist this year. So we have to be a little bit more planful if we're ordering things than maybe we were before. So,
and I mean, like the thing is that 2-day shipping doesn't exist. They claim it exists, but it has been increasingly not.
Mine just says
reality.
Prime now, which actually is meaningless because sometimes it's a week.
Mine still says, "Oh yeah, you'll get it this date," and then it says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." So,
mine doesn't even try. Canadians.
For Canada, we try harder to fail. No. Shh. Okay.
So anyway, that was just a PSA. Like if you're not sure what you're going to plan and you've not done holiday planning, that is a really, really good thing to do. So yeah. All right. What are your intentions for this week, Colleen?
To try like completely heck to not do my work wrap routine, which is not reviewing. When you do work, it is not reviewing, which is definitely a thing. Plus, I have to do invoicing because it's the 15th. So I'm going to resist that. I'm going to breathe through it.
Ooh, it is really hard.
Yes. Now, also not technically reviewing, but reviewing adjacent. And a good use of this time is to type up the list that we generated in that holiday review or holiday thingy that we did event, and make sure that's in the system. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
I'd also really, 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 really like to scan, like make sure it's tidy, one particular project. I'd really like to really plan the Christmas project and then start another project and get that really well planned. So like three projecty type focuses. I predict that I will not have enough energy to do all three of those or even time. So yeah, main goal is to type up the brain dump of holiday. Then I'd really like to do some Christmas project planning, and then it would be really nice if I could get the other one done.
Cool.
But it may not happen, which is ironic because that other the one that I'm gonna deprioritize below Christmas is actually more urgent. But anyway, I yeah, we'll see what happens. You
Yeah, so I have a lot of things that need to make it into my system, TM, that are not. Um, so that is really going to be my priority, is going through and I'm going to do my sort of probably just emergency scanning for inbox stuff.
right?
I've been pretty good with my notifications and things like that.
Yeah.
I do still have the same pinned messages, and I don't know what to do about that, but I really want to read both of those articles, and I haven't had time to read both of those articles. I don't know what they are. Yeah. It's been a lot of like post conference family time, and
Right.
so yeah, I didn't really have the time to myself. So I really want to get those into my system. Probably the holiday one that we did this morning will be last. Also, mine's not as complete as yours, I don't think.
They're not
I don't know.
complete,
But
but
you started it before and I really didn't. And so we were mostly talking about things to consider.
mhm.
They're different prompts. So
Mhm.
but I have a few, like, of a medical project I need to make sure I have next actions on, and I have
Mhm.
I should probably write these down right now. Medical project, and I have a couple of banking projects I have to deal with. So
Ah,
I know it's the worst.
run away very fast and scream.
I know.
Mhm.
So things that I'm really wanting to make sure are in the system, TM.
Yes.
And a fun project that I want to be really making progress on, and have some really good stuff on in the next couple weeks that I've been putting off because conference and stuff. Um, so yeah, I have some serious projects that I want to get into my system. Yeah, those are my priorities for this week. And nobody else has posted any,
Okay.
but no one has declared anything. So we'll I guess we'll get started on it.
Alrighty. I have typed up my things in the situation here.
In the situation.
See, on the stream that the D&D stream that my husband and I watch, which is Critical Role, which I mean, yeah, all the hipsters are like, yeah, sure, you watch Critical Role. I watch. No. The DM will the dungeon master will, the guy who runs it will often say circumstance to mean almost anything. Like he doesn't overuse the word circumstance, but he uses it a lot more than anyone else I've ever heard. Um, I did not mean to strike that through. Why did I do that? So yeah, I've adopted that, and then apparently situation. It seems like the similar synonym, isn't it?
I was
Circumstance.
gonna say, because that's not the word you said. What you said was situations.
I
So
know, but I was kind of trying to make it my own. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, I was gonna highlight. That's okay. I'm highlighting it in some purple because purple. Are we ready to get this thing? Oh heck!
I can screen share so people know what on earth horrible mistakes you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I already took care of them, but I realized that I accidentally signed into uh, Zoom on my computer when I usually mean to sign into it on my phone because that way I can play music on my computer. You can see me on my phone, and that works a lot better. So, do you mind if I jump off and jump back on real quick?
Sure, why not?
Thank you. It's not letting me. There
Okay, so I still have my, because I got stuck on whiteboard last week. Did I do it? I did it correctly. I didn't do this bad thing. Hi. Are you there now? Colleen?
Hi, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Hi, there you are.
You're connected to my Alexa for a second. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's.
So you ready?
I am.
Okay. Sounds good. Good luck.
You too.
All right. Let's switch over to the virtual camera. Done my thinking through the steps. So now this is set up. It's a good time to set your intentions. I have actually addressed the pin threads as much as I'm going to. Do the calendar probably. Those are not a thing. Okay. I will update these because I think this is going to be pretty big. So that one medical one, still a big deal. Bank number one, bank number two. So these are really like making sure that they're actively in my system. Sort of a question mark. And then I've got one very specific thing, which is I need to check my post-conference. As much as I super don't want to take anything on right now, I need to check my post-conference tags. So I made a bunch of inactive tags that said post-conference, like as in stuff I definitely didn't want to see until after the conference. And so I want to make sure that there's no fires in there that might be about to engulf me. This means, so I'm going to get rid of it. So I'm going to get down to that. I'm going to try to get through these top parts as fast as I can. And we'll see how that goes. Today, this is going to look like emergency scan. All things coached by when it's about me getting coached as opposed to me coaching somebody, because mostly I'm coaching other people, but occasionally. Okay. We do have some things that need tracking. So I sort of check those. Or at least they've been up to date, you know, in the last hour. The fact that new things have occurred since we started this stream does not mean I have to deal with them. Wow. I'm feeling pretty good on those actually. So I'm gonna see, I'm already doing pretty good at skipping past things so I can get to the big important stuff for this week. Emergency scan. Coach by. Wow, I guess I may have to make some physical space, as in add a page to my iPad document, because I am having it's that whole empty head. I'm having a lot of stuff occur to me before I've even opened my email. So that's just going to be a thing that happens as it occurs to me, because I haven't done it unload enough, I guess. Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Now I'm actually starting the emergency scan. That was just getting stuff out of my head in anticipation. Okay. Actually, I was going to delete something, but then I was like, actually, I sort of have a solution for it. So I'm going to put it in my OmniFocus inbox. With a note about what it actually is. I think my computer knows that there's another one hanging out at the dock in Shanghai because it's being really slow today, even though it's a pretty new computer. I'm joking. It's actually because I probably just updated to Monterey and it's having issues. Yes, yeah, it's that time of day. Okay. Look at that much cleaner inbox. I'm awesome. Okay, I'll scan the one I really don't want to do. Oh, there's an important one. Okay. well. I saw Colleen getting out, but it was really just an ad on this stupid page. It was really weird. Hey, that was important, and I got back to it. Okay, it wasn't important. It was time sensitive, though. I have no action on that. You can just go away. This is the other one that I was like, okay, I got to get this on my head. Oh, that looks like text expander vomited. And somebody's email. Like, they had like the website in there twice. It was, yeah, it looks like text expander vomited. More questions than I expected. I guess that's how it goes sometimes, right? Oh, there's rap. Ooh, apparently I've been in it for a minute. Yeah, okay. So since that was supposed to be the scan, and it was, oh, I had one more action. Okay, I'm gonna beg the indulgence of the court related to that. Otherwise, it will be gone forever. Okay. Watch out for my girl. My peeps, whatever. Okay, so nothing else is new that I care to get into at this moment. All right. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that lot. Took care of some serious things that needed to be really, they'd hit that critical point where they've taken up more space in my head than they needed to, or then it would take to do it for real. Document. Okay. Got a couple things on here. On my empty head list. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get back. I have two things. I've sort of been emptying my head as I've gone along, but so I have one option, one item that I wanted to calendar for like tomorrow and the next day. So I'm going to put that in as the next up. Come on, give me my wrap time. And then I think that's mostly from, I think that's super relevant. Okay, so I actually sort of did the calendar review during our thing this morning, looking at holiday stuff. So think I can, as soon as I do those couple of things for tomorrow morning, I think I can. I think I can jump on for updating my medical projects, which would be good. So maybe. So I'll wrap up those couple of things for tomorrow and then jump on. But in the meantime, leave up the be right back. And I'm gonna be right back. Enjoy your break. Okay. I got distracted for a second. But I had to make food, and I'll have to go eat at the next one. It's always the cycle on these days. Okay, so done that. I wrote down what I was going to do when I came back so that I could just easily do it. Oh, I did not find my mouse successfully. That's too bad. But what are we going to do? Okay, so I would be right back. Get the empty head things into my calendar. They're written right here. Oh, starting. Noticing this thing I'm putting in my calendar is not a thing I want to do. It's something I had intended to do last Tuesday, but then it was really just all about getting out the family trip. So noticing like the resistance that's built up since then, that I want to do it a lot less. And so I'm actually debating putting like review the project first, because that can link me back to the purpose. Like, why am I doing this task I hate so much? And that can sometimes help fuel me a little bit. I'm putting that on. Hey, do you have a check-in?
Yes, I wanted to brag that I actually did a really cool thing. One of the things that I've been on my list for a while was make a Christmas template, like a task that will basically allow me to do what we did on Zoom every year. And as a result of the brain dump that I did for the Zoom education time, I basically went, oh, look, this is all the points that I wanted to hit. And I not only typed up the notes, but I also created the template at the same time, which I now can do every year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do often need to actually sit down with somebody to do it, because
I know.
But you're a unicorn and it's amazing. And you can run it through with somebody else if you want to at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I can too from our other template, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes, it's very
Got
satisfying.
it for yourself.
Yeah. So now I'm about to embark on planning the smaller project. I actually, once I was done typing up my notes, my brain went, so I actually took a break and played a little game, which is the game when you're using Chrome and the internet goes out, this little dinosaur, and you can play Hop.
Wait, it's an actual game. It's not just a super annoying icon that makes me angry.
No, it's an actual game. If you're ever there and you ever see it, you can press the space bar and it'll make the little T-Rex jump, and it jumps over.
That's always been true, because I haven't used it as my primary browser in like, I don't know, years.
That's fair. Yeah.
I wonder if it was a game when I last used it and relied on it. That was my question. That's okay.
I have no idea.
Good for you. You took a break and played a game.
Yeah. I also cleared out a couple of projects that were on my projects list, which weren't really projects. Like I have the ADHD Guild as a project, but it had only the maintenance stuff, and that'll never be done. And my projects list is all things that will eventually be done. So I realized that was making my system all blurry and whatnot. So that's no good.
You don't want a blurry system. I mean,
nope.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to plan this project. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I have gotten my like emergency scanning stuff done. I even took care of a few projects that have already, or a few quick tasks that have already taken up more brain space. Oh, I should, than they would take to do them. So I got a couple of those out of the way. And next up, I am going to, I did that one. Next up, I'm going to, oh my gosh, I can't do things. Next up, I'm going to review, like, make sure those projects are actively in my system.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
We're on a similar,
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to do the planning one first. But whatever. I have projects. They need to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So those, I'm going to do those.
Yay. Good luck.
Excuse me. Thank you. You too. Okay, I may have to take a shorter one on this one because I'm still hungry. Okay. So it's time to review the projects. And I am acknowledging that I don't want to and that I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, that was me being mildly distracted. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm pulling up the project. Oh, timer. I'm getting done because I'm hungry. Okay. I need to plan out some more of these because I'm looking at it and it feels really dated. It is dated. And in some cases, they're not specific enough. Like that hasn't been happening. Well, maybe I need to get more, you know, what is actually the first action on that. And I want to know 2 of the 3 active items are really projects. So yeah, it's time to plan those out. I'm gonna take 5 minutes off because I'm die of hunger if I don't. It's just distracting. Okay, I have a thought of a less than 2-minute action that is a potential rabbit hole because it involves Google, but it could really tell me what my first action is. So I'm going to set a quick timer. Set a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Starting now.
I'm really weirded out by the top Google results. Oh, okay. So this is what, a PDF? So I found the answer immediately, I think, which is weirding me out a little bit. Hey, there's the 2 minutes. Good. I'm done Googling because I think it was the first answer. Really? I'm on the latest operating system and I still can't properly attach a file on my computer to my OmniFocus from the share sheet. I don't know. I've been able to do it on my phone for years. Okay, so I think this needs to be its own project just because it could potentially, this has the potential to get big and gross. Okay. No, it's not. All right. It's like pretty urgent. Okay. Okay. All right, that's number one. Let's plan this one out too. I'm gonna write out this other project. Actually, I need to find a good time to do a lot of these.
Hi.
Hold on. Hi. Thank you for your patience while I captured my thought.
All good. I did the thing.
The projecty thing?
Yeah, it's kind of both. I didn't want to do it, but it had a silver lining, so that's good. And then I played.
Then you played what? The game again?
The little game where you go and you collect the things and it makes your tail longer.
The snake game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pong after this if I need another game to play.
You're breaking up a lot. That's why I keep asking questions.
Yeah.
I'm missing key points.
So
how's it going? How's it feeling?
Yeah, I'm a bit tired.
What? Only 7 p.m.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm really frustrated because I didn't. My watch was not charged last night, so I do not have data on, which has been a long time since that happened. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm getting pretty antsy. I have food waiting downstairs that I heated up on the last break, and my hips are starting to hurt. So I was gonna stretch. Are you wrapping up?
Nope, I'm still going.
Oh,
I just
cool. Just checking in. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually about to wrap. I've been planning out some projects, realizing that in this project I had, were tasks that were actually projects. And I've been planning out the actions more specific. And I did a legit 2-minute Google search to find out what the actual action was. So it didn't have to sit there like uncertain in my brain. And it was really weird. It was like, so what do you do with this insert government awkward thing here if you got married? And the first search result was like, congratulations on getting married. And I'm like, shut up. State of Oregon. Like, yeah. Anyway, I found the action. They want you to do it within 15 minutes of getting married and they can hang themselves because I had no idea. 15 days, like, anyway, they can still answer my questions on the 1-800 number, because I'll definitely not be the only person who didn't think of that in 15 days.
Yep.
Whatever. So, but I found out there's a phone number to call, and someone will tell you the
Yay!
answers. And so now I
Yay.
get to schedule time with my husband that we will both be, together during business hours, which is a very rare occurrence.
It is.
So yeah. So the first action really is schedule time together, and the second action is do the thing that sucks. Yeah. So yeah, like I found projects that were pretending to be actions, and I've been expanding on them. And I think I'll actually have one more like quick lookup thing to give me more information, because it will be like, oh, how am I going to handle this thing that I want, like for this project, I want my money completely separate for that like big life occurrence from everything else. And knowing how the entity I am engaging with wants to be paid will basically determine how that needs to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. So I'm planning them out, and they're feeling more approachable because I was, articulating out loud, yeah, this hasn't been happening because it turns out it secretly has other actions and it's a project.
Invisible.
Which, sometimes just because it's not happening.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's feeling pretty good. I'm gonna get up and go get my food and then come back. So what do you have left to do?
I think I'd like to do a brief pass on the planned Christmas project and just make sure there's like a handful of next actions that are easy to do.
Yeah.
Probably make sure especially that I can easily set up some sewing projects so that I can do them during my coaching time, because that would be kind of the biggest boost to that, because that'll be the most work.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. And if I'm still free to do whatever I want to do, after you wrap up, I'm going to switch to my work routine.
Okay. Well, I still have like at least another one to go. So
yeah.
Cool. Sounds awesome. I'm gonna go take my break because I'm past the minute.
Yeah. All right.
I just realized I need to update this, but yes. So we will do that. I will take break and we will come back and do the thing.
Okay. Have a good food. I'll be here.
Thank you. Now it fits on. That's totally anal for no good reason. I know it. Okay. I'll be right back. For anyone who didn't know, food is amazing when you're hungry. It's the weirdest thing. All right. Cool. Getting back into weekly review. I left it up because Colleen is still going. I have been planning out tasks that are actually projects, but they were hidden and disguised as tasks. So, yeah, I'm sort of ready to get back into it. As always, if anybody wants to declare what you're watching in the chat or comments, go for it. It's sometimes nice to publicly declare what we're working on. All right, I'm finishing up bank number 2. The funny thing is I started with the medical one, like just because this is how these things work, all circular. I realized it contained a bunch of tasks that I'd already written, should maybe be projects, but I didn't know they were in there as tasks. So when I went in there, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm ending up planning these out. Then I'll go back into that project and say, okay, what's actually left to do that didn't get broken out into its own project, including looking up this other thing that I was about to look up. So I think that's going to be my first line of action is another 2-minute timer for a 2-minute task, because Google is a dangerous, dangerous place. And it's not really Google, but it is. I have to open email and, you know, that's dangerous. So set timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Counting down.
Right. Here we are. I just barely found it when the 2 minutes went off, so I'm going to let it go for another 2. So they don't say what kind of payments they take. Oh, Mm. Okay. They don't say, I can't remember why else I was looking at them, but I can leave the email open. And I'm just going to repeat the 2 minute just in case I get sidetracked, but okay, I didn't find the information, so I'm going to write my plan that should work regardless. So another bank related thing I gotta do. Gross. Hi.
Help, I'm in a rabbit hole.
Okay. Let me write a thing in.
Okay.
Yes, how can I help you?
Tell me what to buy my 18-month-old for Christmas so I can stop scrolling this website and sleep. Also, how many infant aquatic predators does there need to be on any one toy website? How many? Because there's way too many.
By law, I don't know the answer to that. I can answer the question for your 18-month-old, which is whatever you want to, and if you don't feel like it, nothing, because they won't remember, and don't expect anything, which you already know.
Yes.
If there's something that brings you joy that you've already come across, great, do that.
See, I think that they'd really get a kick out of this like indoor slide thing.
Okay, that's in your budget. I mean,
yeah.
Those things.
Yeah.
They're bring you joy to see them with.
Yeah.
That's in your budget. That doesn't take too much work.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
That's pretty much the criteria. There's also a little trampoline, like a mini trampoline. I think they could get that too. That one's more expensive, but
probably.
Yeah. They're like really inexpensive slides. Okay, I'm gonna close that tab. And
yeah, I've been setting timers for my Googling.
Good for you. Usually I don't have to, and I was surprised for this.
I know you're a unicorn, but you also have ADHD.
And I'm tired.
And you're tired. It's late.
Very tired.
Yeah.
How did? Oh, okay. Because the thing that I originally was planning, like, okay, we'll do this as like quote unquote the big gift, and then I'll make everything else. I looked at and like, actually that doesn't do what I thought it did. So now I need to pivot.
Yeah, I think like just pulling completely out of it for a little bit is probably the best way to go.
Yeah, I found 4 things. I've captured them. I'm going to discuss them with the other adult involved, and
The
he's
other
gonna
parental unit.
I don't know, that one's kind of expensive, and shrug at me, and I'm gonna be like,
Okay. All right. So what is next for you?
Going back to the top of the Christmas project to, I also can delete that item. That was the thing that doesn't do what I think it was. I really thought that River would like a bouncy horse. But I found one that was kind of like a decent price. I was like, okay, that sounds good. But it doesn't do this. It only does this, which so I looked at one.
You really are stuck on this.
I am, but I have to. I'm moving on. But the one that does this is like almost $300, and that's not the budget this year. So, yeah.
Okay. So, what's next in your review since you're putting this part on hold?
I'm putting the toys part on hold. I'm going back up to the top of the Christmas project and then trying to find next actions. That's what I'm going to do. What are you doing?
Okay. All right. I'm still thinking with getting my projects in my in OmniFocus. So I'm planning them out with writing and then putting them in.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks. You too.
Okay. Where was I? Okay, it needs to go in project. All right. It's weird because I had these like roles that are like, hey, these are my life roles. But I'm definitely hitting the issue where like a project could fit into more than one because it's related to too many things. Oh. All right.
So I'm back sooner. I am gonna pull out entirely because my hatchling is almost here, and I apparently am going to listen to a story about my sister riding horses. And I love my sister, and I'm glad that she has found something that she is interested in. And I can't tell you how hard it is for me to listen to horse stories. So
I have told you before my struggle with listening to horse stories, and nobody has to watch my face while I listen to them. So I feel ya.
Well, my sister is used to me, so hopefully, yeah. All right. So
good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna go. Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the last of these things in coming on the time. I'm probably gonna take a break and just come back briefly because I can't really extend my breaks anymore because I hurt my back. So I really have to get up and move at the right times. Let that be a lesson to you. Harry Potter sized closets are not great for adults to take Zoom meetings in. I always end up regretting it when I flag a whole project, but it's like a big deal. Okay. This might be one of those things where I actually need a phone number. Cool. I just Google the phone number to make the task easier when it is in fact time to do the task. I have no idea what I just did, but I just hit something. Oh, that's weird. There's this little toolbar that's hiding on the side of my computer. And I have no idea how long it's been there. Did I just activate it? Did it exist before? These calls are so hard because you never know how long they're going to take. And like theoretically, it should not take me an hour to call the bank, but it's definitely taken an hour to call a bank before. So I can't fit it like in between other Zoom meetings. It's really annoying. I can't tell you how much I don't want to do it on my special day that is for projects. That's not what I want to do with my project day. That's not a project. That doesn't move my business forward. It just is a thing that has to happen. I don't like it. Okay. Yes. Okay. A very valuable thing that I need to keep track of, but is very small. I'm putting it in the task where I'm putting it because it's one of those things you're like, I know I was careful about where I put it. Where is it? Okay. These are all in. Okay, so following my theme, I'm gonna grab the piece of information that I know is in a particular document so my task doesn't look all gross and empty. I don't think I am going to take a break and do another one. I might just wrap this up, but it's going to take me a minute to get a piece. I don't have as much in as I was hoping to by now. Like, still a whole other project to review, but I'm getting tired and I'm sick of not going to bed early. I'm not getting up early. So, yeah. Should have set a timer for this one. I didn't. Okay. Okay. All right. So I've got that one. There's that word app. Okay, I added those in. Definitely had other projects to add in. They're not there yet. Okay, so we'll update it on here. Oh, what's left on the medical? I mean, okay, I need to. I'm going to. I've been on here long enough for one of my AirPods to crap out. Or both, because
that's my favorite, is where you disconnect the AirPods and it's still Zoom's still trying to use them for a little bit. So I'm going to forward. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I still have things that really need to be in my system that are not, but it's that time. Goody. These are never long enough. These are things that need to happen. One of them I can put in for tomorrow. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is there. I'm hoping that will do it. Okay. So what I did was I put in a thing for tomorrow morning. I'm hoping I can do it. I'm hoping I do the things I'm intending to do and go to bed at a reasonable hour so I can get up and get this other stuff done. Which is sometimes a thing that doesn't work, but oh, Ozok showed up. Hey, how's it going? I mean, things happen, but glad you came by. But yeah, I'm getting wrapped up. I'm thinking that it's probably as good as it's going to be right now, but I'm feeling better having some of these actions actually in my system as opposed to just in my head or not represented fully in their full task glory. And that's the thing that happens sometimes when you go to review a project is you look in and it doesn't adequately represent what you really need to do. So I'm not sad about the time spent, but I'm always sad that there's not more of it. But I think that's sort of a common sentiment. So I'm gonna have to leave it here. Oh, I have another thing to cross off. So yeah, I'm hoping I'll have a chance tomorrow to get in on some of this project planning in the morning, which I'm actually sort of better at it in the morning. Or it's a better energy fit. So we'll see if that's a thing that I can do. But it's all dependent on wrapping up and going to bed. So thank you so much. Hopefully you got something good done too. And you're feeling a little bit clear-headed. I am, despite not having done as much as I needed to. But part of that was also getting some of those little tasks done that had been annoying me. So yeah, I hope it has been great. And I will see you next week.